Have you seen someone you cherish start to change in quiet but troubling ways over the past year? Many folks assume that passing in old age hits like a bolt from the blue. But the truth is, the body often sends soft warnings, sometimes months, even a year, before life reaches its final chapter. The problem is, most of us overlook these signs because they seem so minor at first. It's only when we look back that we realize the clues were there all along, but by then, it's often too late to prepare or make those last memories truly count. In this video, we're diving into 6 key signs that often appear in the final year of an elderly loved one's life. Some might be shifts you've noticed, but brushed off as just getting older. Others might seem small, but point to the body's slow decline. Catching these early gives you the chance to care more deeply, treasure meaningful moments, and above all, ensure your loved one's last days are filled with comfort, dignity, and peace. Stay with us to the end. These 5 signs will help you prepare, both emotionally and practically, for what's coming. When you understand what's happening, you won't be caught by surprise. You'll make the most of every precious moment with those you hold dear. So, let's get started. Sign 1. Shedding pounds without trying. One of the earliest and most telling clues that someone may be nearing their final year is unexpected weight loss. At first, it's easy to miss. A pair of pants that suddenly needs a tighter belt, a shirt that hangs a little looser, or meals they just don't seem eager to eat. Many families chalk it up to just part of aging, but here's the hard truth. Losing weight without trying is rarely a good sign. It often means the body isn't soaking up nutrients like it used to, muscles are shrinking, and vital systems are starting to slow down. Aging naturally trims a bit of muscle, but when the pounds drop too fast, it's a red flag for something deeper. The body might struggle to break down food or process protein, leading to muscle loss that makes getting around tougher. This weakness doesn't just slow them down, it raises the risk of falls, weakens immunity, and leaves them open to infections. Appetite shifts play a big part too. Many seniors stop feeling hungry like they once did. Their sense of taste fades, food loses its appeal, and they might skip meals or nibble on tiny portions. This isn't just being picky, it's the body sensing its decline, telling the brain to dial back on food. The result? Less energy, less strength, and a quiet fade in overall health. Chronic illnesses like cancer, heart trouble, or kidney disease can also trigger weight loss, often creeping in long before louder symptoms show up. Even emotional struggles like depression or memory issues can curb eating, creating a downward spiral where the body runs short on fuel. Take Ruth, 80, from Colorado. Her kids noticed she was getting thinner and barely touched her favorite lasagna. They thought she was just frail, but a checkup revealed early digestive issues. Switching to soft, nutrient-packed foods and keeping her hydrated made her more comfortable, even if the scale stayed stubborn. If you see a loved one dropping weight, eating less, or seeming weaker, don't brush it off. This isn't about how they look. It's about the body sending a signal. At this stage, pushing big meals might not help. Instead, focus on comfort. Think easy-to-swallow foods and plenty of fluids to boost their quality of life. Understanding this now can help you face what's ahead with clarity, compassion, and the power to make every moment count. Sign 2. A fading mind or quiet retreat. As someone nears the end of their life, one of the most striking changes often shows up in how they think, talk, and connect with others. You might notice a loved one who was once quick-witted starting to forget things more often, struggling to keep up with a conversation, or seeming lost in places they've known forever. They might repeat the same stories, forget names, or lose track of time, even if memory troubles were never an issue before. These subtle shifts in thinking can begin months, sometimes a full year before the end, and they're not just senior moments. The brain, like any organ, needs a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients to stay sharp. As circulation slows and oxygen dwindles, mental clarity takes a hit. Making decisions gets harder, confusion slips in, and they may struggle to recognize familiar faces or places. Some have brief flashes of clarity, followed by sudden waves of fog, as if their mind is flickering on and off. Emotional withdrawal is common too. They might speak less, sit in silence for long stretches, or lose interest in socializing, It's not that they've stopped caring about family or friends. Their brain just can't process emotions or engagement the way it once did. You might also notice mood changes. Maybe they're more irritable or anxious, or perhaps oddly calm, almost detached from things that used to matter. This isn't a personality shift, it's the brain adjusting to the body's decline. For families, watching a loved one drift from reality or pull back emotionally can feel like losing them before they're gone. Take Walter, 79, from Wisconsin. He used to love debating politics with his kids, but lately he's been forgetting details and staying quiet at family gatherings. His daughter tried to draw him out, but learned he felt overwhelmed. Sitting together quietly, sharing old photos, brought him comfort instead. If your loved one is getting more forgetful, confused, or distant, don't dismiss it. These are often early signals that their body and mind are preparing for the final transition. Be patient, cherish calm moments, and create a safe, familiar space. Speak softly, offer reassurance, and know that even if they don't always respond, they can still feel your presence. When words fade, love and comfort still shine through. Sign 3. The hidden cost of skimping on nutrition. As we age, our appetites might dwindle, but our body's need for quality fuel only grows stronger. In fact, the right nutrients become more vital with every passing year. Yet, far too many folks in their golden years unknowingly settle for diets that leave their bodies starving for what they need most. It's not just about filling your stomach. It's about feeding your health. A bowl of sugary cereal might keep you full for a bit, but it's not delivering the omega-3 estrogen your brain craves, the calcium your bones depend on, or the iron your blood needs to keep you going strong. Nutrient shortages don't shout, they whisper. You might feel a tad more tired, notice your balance isn't quite as steady, or find your memory a little fuzzier than usual. Take Evelyn, 81, from North Carolina. She figured her low energy was just part of getting older. But a blood test painted a different picture. She was short on B12 and vitamin D. With a few simple tweaks, smarter food choices, a daily supplement, and more time basking in the morning sun, her spark started to return. Here's the catch. Processed foods are all too tempting. They're soft, quick to prepare, and often easier on the wallet. But over time, they trade short-term convenience for long-term trouble. Whole foods, like leafy greens, berries, beans, salmon, nuts, and yogurt, don't just nourish you. They fight inflammation, protect your heart, and keep your mind sharp. Even small swaps, like choosing whole grain bread over white, or tossing some spinach into your morning eggs, are powerful ways to care for yourself. What you eat is one of the few things you control every day that shapes your future. When you pick foods that fuel vitality, your body doesn't just thank you with more energy, it rewards you with more time to live well. If you're still with us and finding these insights helpful, drop a number 4 in the comments below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss a single video. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and inspire you. Sign 4. A weariness that won't lift. One of the most noticeable changes in the final year of life is a deep, stubborn fatigue that no amount of rest can shake. This isn't just feeling worn out after a long day. It's an overwhelming exhaustion that turns even the simplest tasks into mountains to climb. Getting out of bed feels like a battle. Walking across the room takes real effort. And everyday routines like cooking, dressing, or chatting with loved ones start to feel like too much. This isn't just aging at work. It's a sign the body is rationing its dwindling energy as organs slow down. The heart doesn't pump as strongly. Circulation weakens and muscles get less oxygen, leaving someone feeling frail and unsteady. Metabolism shifts too, redirecting energy from activity to just keeping the basics going. You might notice them sleeping more, taking longer naps, or struggling to stay awake for long. Some even have sudden energy dips, seeming fine one moment, then completely drained the next. The emotional toll can hit even harder. Many seniors who once took pride in their independence feel frustrated or even ashamed when they can't do what they used to. They might shy away from conversations, skip social gatherings, or give up hobbies, not because they've lost interest, but because they're just too tired. This can spiral into isolation, which only speeds up their decline. Take Edith, 82, from Ohio. She used to love hosting card games, but her family noticed she was napping more and bowing out of plans. They thought she was slacking, but a doctor explained her body was conserving energy. Instead of pushing her, they started sharing quiet evenings, which brought her peace. If you see a loved one grappling with relentless fatigue that rest doesn't fix, don't brush it off. It's a signal their body is in a major transition. This is the time to treasure gentle conversations, create moments of calm, and support them without expectations. In the end, what matters most isn't how much they can do, it's that they feel loved, understood, and at ease. If these insights are hitting home, drop a number 2 in the comments below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss a video. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and inspire you. Sign 5. A shift in breath and blood flow. One of the clearest signals that the body is preparing for its final chapter is a change in how someone breathes or how their circulation holds up. You might notice your loved one breathing more slowly or shallowly, with occasional pauses between breaths, or their breathing might swing unpredictably, fast one moment, slow the next. Some experience a pattern called Cheyne-Stokes breathing, where deep, rapid breaths alternate with long pauses, growing more noticeable over time. These changes often start subtly but become more frequent as the months pass. Circulation can weaken too. You might find their hands, feet, or even their nose and ears feeling cold to the touch. Their skin may look pale, slightly blue or mottled, especially around the fingers and toes. This happens because the body is funneling blood to vital organs, leaving less for the extremities. A weaker heart can also make breathing harder. Even with small efforts like sitting up or chatting, they might breathe through their mouth more or need to pause to catch their breath mid-sentence. Fluid buildup in the lungs can add complications, causing a stubborn cough, wheezing sounds, or a tight feeling in the chest. Many assume it's just a cold, but for seniors nearing the end, it's often a sign the lungs are losing strength. Sleeping propped up with pillows or in a recliner might feel easier than lying flat. For families, these changes can be alarming, tempting you to urge deeper breaths or fear something urgent is wrong, but often this is simply the body's natural way of slowing down. Take Clara, 84, from Kentucky. Her son noticed her chilly hands and uneven breathing. A cool room, a humidifier, and extra pillows helped her rest more comfortably, easing her family's worry. If you spot signs like irregular breathing, cold limbs, or a bluish tint to the skin, pay attention. These show the body is conserving energy and circulation is fading. While you can't always reverse these changes, you can make things easier. Keep the room cool, offer small sips of water, or ask about oxygen support. Above all, be present. Offer gentle reassurance and create a peaceful space where they feel safe. In these final weeks or months, the greatest gift isn't a medical fix. It's comfort, dignity, and the certainty they're not alone. Sign 6. Heightened pain or discomfort. As someone approaches the final year of life, another telling sign is a growing sensitivity to pain or discomfort, often in ways that seem new or out of proportion. You might notice your loved one wincing at movements that never bothered them before, complaining of aches in their joints or muscles, or reacting strongly to small bumps or changes in position. Even routine tasks like getting dressed, sitting down, or lying in bed might bring grimaces or soft groans. These aren't just the usual aches of aging. They're signs the body's ability to manage pain and inflammation is weakening. As we age, the body's systems for regulating pain signals, like nerve responses and blood flow, start to falter. Chronic conditions such as arthritis, heart disease, or digestive issues can amplify discomfort, while a declining immune system struggles to keep inflammation in check. For some, even mild pressure from sitting too long or a slight chill in the room can feel overwhelming, unlike earlier in life when they might have brushed off minor aches. These sensations now hit harder and linger longer. This increased sensitivity can also make them less willing to move or engage, as the fear of discomfort looms large. For families, this change can be tough to watch. You might assume they're exaggerating, or that a quick fix like over-the-counter pain relievers will do the trick. But pushing them to tough it out can backfire, adding stress to an already fragile system. Take Leonard, 80, from Arizona. He used to shrug off his sore knees, but lately even climbing a few steps left him wincing. His family thought he was just slowing down, but a doctor found his arthritis was worsening. Gentle stretches, a heating pad, and softer bedding helped ease his days, letting him rest more peacefully. If you notice your loved one showing new or intense reactions to pain, whether it's a grimace during movement, reluctance to shift positions, or complaints about feeling off, don't dismiss it. These are clues their body is less equipped to handle discomfort as it prepares for its final transition. Focus on small comforts. Adjust their seating, offer warmth with blankets, or explore gentle pain relief options with their doctor. Your presence, a soothing touch, and a calm environment can do wonders to ease their burden. In these moments, your care isn't just about easing pain, it's about wrapping them in dignity and love as their journey nears its end. Final thoughts. As we close this video, take a moment to reflect on what we've explored. Unexpected weight loss, relentless fatigue, fading mental clarity, frequent infections, and shifts in breathing or circulation. These 6 signs often emerge in an elderly loved one's final year, not always together, and not always obvious at first, but when you start to notice them, it's the body's way of signaling its last transition. For many families, these changes are hard to face. It's natural to want to push back, to urge them to eat more, move more, or fight through exhaustion. But sometimes, the greatest gift is simply listening to what their body is saying. Instead of battling the inevitable, we can focus on making their remaining time peaceful, comfortable, and deeply meaningful. Recognizing these signs isn't about fearing the end. It's about preparing with love. Spotting them early lets you offer better care, make thoughtful decisions, and ensure their final months are filled with warmth and dignity. This is the time to cherish quiet moments, share cherished stories, and remind them they're valued and never alone. These signs are your chance to act with compassion, prioritize comfort, stay present, and make every moment count. You're not powerless. You're their anchor in this tender time. If you're seeing these signs in someone close to you, take a deep breath. You're not walking this path alone. Countless families have been here, and while it's never easy, knowing what's ahead can bring strength, patience, and peace. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below with one thing you learned today, how you plan to use it, or even a story about your own journey. Your thoughts mean the world to us. So don't hold back. Reading your comments fuels our drive to keep going. If this video spoke to you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Your support helps us create more content to inform and uplift. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.